You're fired!
WWE Superstars are released every year for various reasons. However, certain releases tend to generate controversy, and the company comes under public scrutiny because of it. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and here are 5 controversial WWE releases. Number 5, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was part of the Nexus when they made their debut on an episode of Monday Night Raw on June 7th, 2010. They crashed the main event of the show and beat up everyone in the ring. Ring announcer Justin Roberts was also not spared, as Bryan choked him out with his own tie to demonstrate that the Nexus meant business. However, WWE sponsors reportedly felt that the visual of Bryan strangling someone was inappropriate for PG television. As a result, Bryan was fired from WWE just 4 days later. While speaking to the Baltimore Sun, Bryan said, quote, WWE apologized and said that they had sponsors they had to deal with and whatnot, and I said, don't worry about me, I'm probably going to make more money this year than I did last year when I was on NXT. Bryan was quickly rehired by WWE a few months later. He made his return at SummerSlam in 2010 as part of John Cena's team to take on the Nexus, and would go on to realize his greatest dreams in the years to come. Number 4, Mickie James. Several WWE superstars were let go by WWE on April 15th, 2021 due to budget cuts, including the former women's champion Mickie James. After she was fired, WWE sent her personal belongings in a garbage bag. Mickie shared a picture of the bag on Twitter and wrote, quote, Dear Vince McMahon, I'm not sure if you're aware, I did receive my WWE care package today. This received a lot of backlash online. People believe that sending her belongings in a trash bag was an indication of how WWE saw Mickie James. Later, she received an apology from both Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. They stated that Mark Carrano, the person responsible for this, has been sacked by the company. On the other hand, James said that she did not hold the McMahon family responsible for what had happened, and that she believed they were unaware that release stars were receiving their belongings in garbage bags. Number 3, Matt Hardy. One of the most infamous stories from WWE's Ruthless Aggression era was the on- and off-screen war between Matt Hardy and Edge in 2005. It all started when Matt found out that his real-life girlfriend Lita had been cheating on him with his close friend Edge. A furious Hardy made the details about this betrayal public, which resulted in a massive backlash from fans against Edge and Lita. However, WWE was not happy with Hardy's actions, and on April 11th, 2005, he was released from the company. But the fans were enraged once again. Every time Edge and Lita came to the ring, the fans chanted, quote, You screwed Matt. As a result, WWE had no choice but to rehire Hardy. On the August 1st episode of Monday Night Raw, Vince McMahon himself announced Matt Hardy's return and gave him a match against Edge at that year's SummerSlam, which followed one of the most personal feuds in WWE history, which blurred the lines between reality and fiction. Number 2, Paul London. During the June 11th, 2007 episode of Monday Night Raw, Vince McMahon staged his demise in a limo explosion. The undertone of the situation was somber as Vince made his way to the limo. Several WWE superstars lined up as Vince exited the building, and most of them were expressionless. However, former tag team champion Paul London was noticeably seen smiling as Vince McMahon walked by. Vince was infuriated by this, and although Paul was not fired right away, he got pushed down the card, and his prominence on the roster diminished to the point where he was treated as a jobber. A year later, London was let go by WWE on November 7th, 2008. Since then, we haven't seen him in the company. Talking about the situation at the An Evening with Paul London event, London revealed that he was chastised for smiling as Vince came by, but also claimed that nobody appeared to care when he did the same thing during 7 to 8 earlier takes. Number 1, CM Punk. CM Punk walked out of the WWE after Royal Rumble 2014, which led to a lot of questions among the fans. Later that year, Punk appeared on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast and shared his unfiltered thoughts regarding his WWE exit. During the interview, Punk revealed that he was fired from WWE on June 13th, 2014, which was the day of his wedding with AJ Lee. He said, quote, The day of my wedding, I got a FedEx in the mail. It was my termination papers. I was fired. I was fired on my wedding day. Very calculated, very deliberate. After Punk's claims, then WWE Chairman Vince McMahon acknowledged that he was let go on the day of his wedding on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast. McMahon also expressed regret and claimed it was poor timing on WWE's part. Punk remained out of the ring for 7 long years, but in August of 2021, he finally made his return to professional wrestling in AEW. And that's our video for today. If you enjoyed it, do share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel, Sportskeeda Wrestling, for more content like this.